everybody and welcome to my latest video. Before we get started and I actually brush Dora and get her ready to see you all, can we just establish how cute and adorable she looks with her little training plats in? Literally the cutest thing ever. I cannot wait to have her out competing and all flattered up. I did actually like half roll these up the other day, and I'm going to insert a picture because I feel like a proud mum. I really do. Has everyone established the cuteness? Are we happy to continue the video all knowing that Dora is super cute? Happy? Okay, right, I'll get her ready. Okay, if you thought Dora with plaits in was cute, you are absolutely not ready for curly Dora. Oh God. I'll just give everyone a moment just to let this soak in. Okay, hi guys. Actually going to give you a proper welcome now rather than just looking at how cute and pretty Dora is. So I thought I'd do a really quick video just to give you a little update on this girl. If you don't know who she is, go and watch my importing a horse from Ireland vlog. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but it's something along those lines, and it was probably in February. Yes, it was definitely in February. That will tell you a lot more about Dora and how we got her. If you have watched that, then strap in for a bumpy ride. Do you know what? It's not been a bumpy ride because this pony has been an absolute angel, haven't you? You are just the cutest and I love you. I'm getting so sidetracked. This whole video is just going to be me telling you how much I love Dora with a little bit of Dora updates in between. Is everyone cool with that? So this is Dora. Thought I'd give you like a little update on what we've been doing. For obvious reasons, our progress has been somewhat stunted. If you haven't heard, there's like this massive pandemic going around. You probably should look it up if you've not heard of it. It's kind of important. It's kind of a big deal. Joking aside, it is a very difficult time, and obviously you don't want to be putting extra strain on any health services. It's just not fair. So for that reason, when all of this coronavirus thing kind of broke out and we went into lockdown, I decided it's probably best to ease off of the 4-year-olds. We've got Dora and Sally. As amazing and well behaved as they are, it just didn't seem like a sensible decision to be riding them. So they've had a bit of a break and now they're coming back to do some sort of in-hand work and groundwork. That's going to be a separate vlog because it just doesn't really slot in with this, because it's kind of like going back a step, but it's not. So just bear with me guys, that's going to be a second vlog if you want it. If you don't want it, pop it down below. Just say, Meg, no, we don't want that. We don't want to watch that. No. Oh, I love you so much. So Dora is a 4-year-old Connemara mare. You probably turn 4 in like 2 weeks, don't you? I think you're a May baby, cutie pie. We got her over from Ireland, but like I said, go and watch the other vlog if you want to know that story, because that's not really that important. She'd been sat on, we think, about 5 times before she came here, but she'd obviously had some groundwork. You'll see in the clip I'm about to show you. She's really sweet. She's been done really well. She trusts people, as you can see. One thing I would say is that she is a bit sort of like just shy and nervous. She's definitely got loads better. But that's just a time thing. I think until January, when she was kind of first sat on, she hadn't really had that much handling. I think you'd just been a bit of a living your best life in a field, hadn't you, love? So it's just a case of building up trust and building up handling with them. As you can see, that is happening though. And apparently she loves a nose massage. You big freak. So it's just a bit of an update as to what I've been doing these last few months with her, really. I've taken it very easy because, as you can see, come here, darling, she's quite petite. She's probably a 14.3 now. She has grown upness-wise, but she's quite slight. There's not much of her. She's obviously very young still. So I didn't want to be sitting on her loads and loads. She's too young for me to be riding her every day and like trying to do all this schooling with her. So I've taken it very easy, and because she's a little bit nervous, we've just taken it quite slowly. I'd rather strengthen like our bond and obviously strengthen her physically before we get on and do too much. So this just kind of shows like her first time in the school, her first trot, her first canter, and her first hack. I haven't actually jumped her yet because we were kind of getting to that stage, and then I decided to turn her away. We've already covered that door, haven't we? Show you some clips of what we've gotten up to and do a little bit of a voiceover. Oh my God, you're so cute, it hurts. Then I'll see you back here to say adios. Bit of Spanish lesson for you there, guys. And we can talk about what other videos you'd want to see, guys, if you want that. You might not want that. Okay, see you in a bit. Steady. Dora. Mum's gonna tell you off. Careful, because it's slippy, you silly pony. Oh God, Dora, you're gonna have to come in if you don't stop. Are you a dressage pony? Yeah, you're fine. Good girl. You're alright. You crazy? Good girl. There's not really enough grass in here to occupy you. God, now go on, mush. She moves amazingly, doesn't she? When she's like this. She's a big wuss though. Yeah. Hey. You've seen them, I showed you them. Like an Arab. Come on. So today is, well, I've been messing around doing lots of groundwork and just bonding with Dora, but today is her first time lunging with all of her tack on. She's been in the school but just wandering about and doing a bit of groundwork, like I said. So we'll see if she's ever lunged. I'm just going to kind of go in and out with voiceovers, guys. So I've lost all the footage of any groundwork I did before this day, but what I do when I first come into the arena is lead her around, let her see everything. You know what horses are like, they can pick something to spook at on different days, even if they've already seen it. So the baby, I just like to lead them round, both reins, and I do a bit of start and stopping like this. Basically just testing out her brakes, making sure she's listening to me. I don't know if you can hear in the video, but I'm doing a lot of like woo when I want her to stop, just to get her used to my voice so that when she goes off on the lunge, she's not like completely uncontrollable. So I probably spent about 5 minutes doing that on this day. She'd already done it about 2 or 3 days leading up to this, so she was quite used to the sound of my voice. She knew what like meant stop and what meant go, which is always good. Get her off on the lunge there. You can tell she has already lunged because she's like straight off into this quick trot. So I was just trying to calm her down. I like it if they can just walk around on a circle. I want it to be all very calm with babies. So there we go. You can see she's just a bit confused. I think she's definitely lunged, but it was probably just like a get the stuffing out of her lunge, so get on and go, rather than like a calm, collected session where she's actually sort of learning and listening to me. But she picked it up quite quickly. You can see a little bit of walk there, and then we did pop up into trot. And she was a bit kind of fussy in her mouth. I don't know if it's because you can see with the lunge rein there, I've got it over her head. I just like to play around with babies. Some of them like it over their head, some of them like it threaded through.
behind their chin. It just sort of depends on the horse. Having it like this can put a little bit of like pressure on the poll if they're inclined to pull. So I think if you've got one that really pulls, maybe don't put it over their heads. But yeah, just play around, see what works for each horse. They're all individuals at the end of the day.
The cats have come to help.
So again, I'm just kind of replicating the exercise that I'd just done in hand, doing lots of start-stopping. And she was really good at this. She's definitely had some nice groundwork put into her because she's very responsive. And I always like to establish breaks before getting on a youngster. It's so important. They need to know what means stop, so that if anything goes wrong and you start saying whoa, they understand at least that. I feel like that's a very important thing for them to understand. So this was kind of the bulk of her lunge session, was doing loads of start and stopping.
She obviously has done some.
Good girl.
Good girl. Having a little spook at the cat.
Good. Kind of moves like a horse behind but a pony in front. Good. Good girl. Good girl.
So obviously very important when lunging to change the rein a lot, guys. They can get quite dizzy going round and round, especially when they're babies and they're really not used to doing it. So make sure you change the rein a lot. Change the size of your circle as well. Don't just lunge on the same size, like make it bigger, smaller. Just makes it a little bit more interesting for them, and it's a bit less kind of strain on their joints if they're changing around rather than just doing the same pace on the same size circle on the same rein. So this was her first canter on the lunge. I think I've said in a previous video, when I canter youngsters, I do a lot of walking just to make the circle bigger for them. I don't think it's fair to be pulling them in the mouth. So if you just walk a bit and obviously let your arms out, it just gives them a little bit more room and it stops you from yanking them. Also, I'm just going to say now, I've noticed I've changed the way the lunge rein is attached. You'll see now it's threaded through her chin rather than over her head. I was about to say she looks a lot more comfortable, and then she did that little spooky thing. But I definitely think she looks better in her head here. She looks more chilled. So that's just a little thing to take note of, is once you've changed it around, which way were they better, and then carry on with whatever they were happiest with.
Why does that mean go faster first?
I don't know. She's just like Dee and Lara. Must be an Irish thing to teach them to stop and turn in. Good girl.
Canter. Good. Good. Another grey pony mare that puts its head in the air.
Is she just very unbalanced at the moment?
Oh, good girl. Well done. Good girl. Right, I had a little lunge. We're going to do a bit of mountain block practice now. Might lean over her, might get on, but can't do any filming of that because there's only the two of us, and obviously it's more important that the pony's head is held than it being on camera. But if I get on, I'll let you know. we decided to get on. I did a bit of mountain block practice with her and she was so good, it just kind of felt right to be able to get on. But I was just saying, you can tell Finola and her friend have done such a lovely job with her because she's so relaxed, and you can tell they've done all the groundwork with her, so she was just really sort of happy for me to
hop on.
hop on.
So hopefully be full steam ahead from here.
Yeah, might get Mum to take me on a little walk, but again, won't be able to video it, guys. Sorry, you really need 3 people for doing breakers vlogs, but
Good girl.
good girl. Good girl. Walk on. You're okay. Walk on. Well done. Walk on. And well done.
So I've completely lost track of days here, guys, but I think this is about the 3rd or 4th time of sitting on her. The first few times I literally just sat on her and got Mum to lead me a couple of steps because she was very wobbly with a rider's weight on. But you can see here I'm off the lead rein, but I've just got Mum walking about 1 metre or 2 metres away from me. The reason I do this with youngsters is because having someone on the ground is kind of their safety net. All of their instructions up until this point have been from the ground, from someone by their side. So having someone on top of them is very different. So I find once you've got them off the lead rein, it just helps to have someone fairly close until they settle, and then they can gradually move further and further away, like this point here. So Mum's a lot further away from me now, but Dora can obviously still sort of see her in the corner of her eye, and it just settles them, it just makes them feel a little bit more at ease. So here I'm recreating the exercise that I've been doing with Dora for the past week. We're doing a lot of starting and stopping, testing our brakes. It's important to redo this once you're on top of them. They might be fine doing it when you're on the ground, but it's very different having a rider's weight on. They obviously have to completely change how they go. They have to change how they balance themselves. So it's important to test out your brakes at this point before you go any further.
Good girl. Good girl.
Oh, you are cute. Aww. You're a good girl.
Oh, we're going rain back already.
Rain back, yeah. Oh God, well done. Oh God.
So we've jumped forward a couple of days here. I've done more work off of the lead, doing a bit of starting and stopping. This was actually the first day I got on her without lunging her first. Lunging's a really good way of blowing off some steam with youngsters, so the first few times you get on them, it's a great idea to lunge them beforehand just to tire them out a bit. But I don't like doing it too much because it's very boring for them and it's quite a lot of strain on their legs, so as soon as they are ready to get straight on, that would be my preference. So here we're about to have our first trot. Yay! So lots and lots of talking to her here just to reassure her, and I stay in sitting trot for the first few strides just to get her used to it. She's obviously been used to me sitting and walk, so I want to make sure that she's not suddenly surprised by me rising. But she'd obviously already trotted on the saddle before, so she was absolutely fine. So I got rising pretty quickly, and she looks really, really happy. So big pats for Dora there. It's so important to reward your young horses, guys. A lot of people are very quick to tell them when they've done something wrong, but then don't tell them when they've done something well. You've got to keep telling them they're doing it good so they know what you're looking for, and also to build their confidence. They want to be told that they're doing something right. Horses want to please people, so it's really important you let them know that they are doing that. So here is our second trot on the other rein. She's just so relaxed and chilled. I absolutely love her.
Trot, 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 trot. Well done, Dodo. Trot. Come on, trot, 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 trot. Well done.
So me rather annoyingly singing trot trot there. it does actually serve a purpose. So the idea is that you kind of say it on the tempo that you want them to be going. So if she's struggling to go forward, going like trot, 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 when she's meant to be moving, it kind of just helps them realise what pace you're after without actually having to put too much leg on them.
Well done.
Trot, 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 trot.
And well done. You definitely know your woes.
Good girl.
So before this clip, I did actually take her on rides just around the yard, kind of like mini hacks, and then we're back in the school.
Well done.
Yay! For our first ever canter under saddle together. So sweet, and I cannot believe how calm she was and how smooth that transition was. I was so chuffed with her.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Ooh. She's got such a nice canter.
She really has. Lovely.
Oh, so balanced, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
Good girl.
So this point with youngsters is kind of the first point they might have a bit of an explosion and a bit of a buck. So for that reason, when I do the canter transitions, I just sit very, very quiet. I don't boot them into canter. Lots of sitting trot and kind of just nudge them in, and that way you're less likely to get this massive explosion. So once she's up in canter, you'll see I'm being very, very soft with my hands. I'm just trying to push them forward. I'm letting her pick the pace. I'm just gently kind of trying to steer her in the vague direction I want to go. Really important to not hang on their mouths or anything.
Well done.
Oh, she's a sweetie, isn't she? Good girl. Come on. Going for our first little wonder.
Oh dear, you're not very good at water.
Definitely do not want to go near the puddle.
Go round it though. So bold.
You can see we're going to have some water training to do.
Yes.
Another puddle there.
Don't like that. Don't like the glory either. Good girl.
Despite the fact she has been up this track to go out.
That's fun, lovely.
So this was the day of Dora's first proper hack that we were actually going
girl.
out of the yard. Like I said before, I had already walked her around the yard a lot and up and down this track just to get her used to being out of the arena. So on this day, I got on her in the school first,
Good girl.
just to be extra cautious. I did a bit of walking and trotting, tested my brakes, and then we headed off for our first hack.
Girl.
Mum is on the floor here filming. She's holding a lead rope in case we need to lead her at any point. She's also got her high vis on. Don't worry guys, we didn't go out without high vis.
Out into the big wide world.
First time out of those gates since she came from Ireland. Good girl, walk on.
Good girl.
We're clear. Good girl, walk on.
Good girl.
Good. Walk on. Well done. You're a good pony.
So we didn't take her too far this day. It was really just about her seeing a bit of the outside world. I don't think she had hacked before we got her, so we had no idea what she was going to be like with traffic.
Good girl.
So we just wanted it to be really calm, really easy for her, and just encourage her loads. When traffic did come, we stood still and Mum held her, but she was really good. She wasn't in the slightest bit bothered. I think it was really important that we built up this trust before we went out on our hack. Here I'm just showing her a road sign because why not? I like babies to see everything and not be scared of things
tomorrow.
from the start.
Oh. I'm going to hack you out tomorrow then.
I'll try a little trottle on here. So there we have Dora's kind of journey. We've had Dora 2 months now, and that's kind of where we've gotten up to. Like I said at the start of this video, obviously I decided to turn her away. So she's just been doing a lot of groundwork recently. I've been doing loads of long reining. We've been long reining down the road, seeing bits of traffic and just getting her to be a bit braver and like go out in front. So she's definitely still learning lots, even if I'm not actually riding you. The plans for the future with Dora, it's really quite hard to say because we don't know how long this pandemic is going to be going on. Once things start to relax a little bit, I will get back on her and start doing some schooling, start jumping her, which is exciting. I am also going to loose jump her, don't worry. So many people are asking me about a loose jumping video. It's coming, guys. I just need the jumps. There's a small matter that I have no jumps at the yard anymore. So yeah, the jump video is coming when I have jumps, I promise. In terms of like long-term future plans with Dora, because loads of people are asking me when she's going to be for sale, because obviously you love her. I mean, why wouldn't you? She is adorable. Pardon the pun, hey? I'm here all week for you lovely people. I have absolutely head over heels fallen in love with this mare, so I don't have any intentions of selling her anytime soon. We'll see how things go. I'll see what she's like to jump, but if she shows like much promise over a fence and she continues to grow, I'll definitely keep her until next year to do some eventing with. I'd love to aim her for the 80 Burley Champs. That was my aim with Jam this year. I don't know if it's going to be happening. So I'm kind of thinking ahead and thinking, okay, maybe Dora could be aimed at that for next year. So I'm sorry everyone, but there are no plans to sell her anytime soon. Maybe one day, but I don't want to, because you're so cute. Come and show them how cute you are. Let's go and see them. Probably should have been this close for the whole time. Oh wow. So in terms of future videos, if I can just keep you here a little bit longer, guys. Like I said, I've been doing tons of groundwork, tons of long reining with Dora, which I've not put in this vlog because I didn't want to make it hours long because I know you guys get bored. So if you'd be interested in a kind of groundwork video and some long reining videos, do let me know in the comments, because it is something that I have got a bit of footage for, but will continue to get footage of for goodness knows how long. I don't know. We just don't know. I could kind of do like a informative vlog, like how to long rein vlog, if people are keen on that. Just let me know. Get a discussion going in the comments. Just live your best lives, guys. Dora, is that all you've got to say, my love? Have I missed anything? You're getting really bored now. Okay, should we wrap it up? Thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. I know I always say that and you guys have a go at me when I say that, but I genuinely mean it. My biggest fear is making videos that people are just like, why have you bothered making this? And now I'm really scared you're going to say that about this one. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed it. I thought it's nice just to give a little update because Dora's not featured on my YouTube that much and I want her to feature more because look at her. Have I told you I loved her? Because that's an important thing. Thank you for watching. Let me know what videos you'd like to see. I always monitor the comments, so if you have an idea, even if it's not to do with youngsters or to do with Dora, pop it in the comments because I am trying to make interesting content for you all to watch and enjoy whilst we're going through this difficult time. Last thing to say, guys, is if you wouldn't mind, give us a like, a subscribe, maybe leave a comment, ring the bell. I don't know what that does, but YouTubers always say it. You should do it. I feel like you should do it. Everyone else says it. Don't know what it does. Get back to me. Does it give you notifications? Don't know. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!